As expected, Toma versus Accelerator, so much better than the index version, right? It can only be better because obviously better animation, better everything, way more detailed. And Accelerator's like gathering of winds into creating the plasma, man, that was some gorgeous art. The purple sky illuminating as he's condensing all of the air into this one plasma thing. Accelerator's like, you know, voice utilation rapping, also pretty peak. Toma's punch, god damn, it's so impactful. And we also get to see, obviously, from Misaka's perspective of how she's thinking. She wants to protect that boy's dream. So more of things to kind of like show how she fell in love with Toma. This should be the episode to end the arc, I think. The sisters have all kind of like worked together to prevent the turbines from going, so that the turbines are going and then the wind is getting thrown off, so the calculation for the plasma stuff is being thrown off. I believe we have one final punch left to end this. Let's begin today's reaction. Oh my man, it's looking rough. The acknowledgement. Someone strong. Toma. We went from the weakest to someone strong. So Accelerator, you know, acknowledging Toma. Sisters, do your thing. Misaka Network. Yeah, what's that mean? It means that the sisters are fighting back. 32 is the vision for the rest of the sisters to specifically alter the winds. Yo, we gonna get Misaka pop off a little bit rather than just doing nothing? Maybe she'll buy time before Toma gets up? He's coming. Dog. What's Dog up to? Just chilling. Dog is the one coordinating all this. Oh, this soundtrack again. To save the puppets? Because they're not puppets. They're real people. That's the entire point of this arc. That's so mean. She doesn't. Damn. 32 looking away more and more as Accelerator says that is actually so disheartening. And like, remember what the scientist said? What would you act like if you saw a clone of yourself and one of the scientists was like, ew, I find it so revolting. One-sama would never feel that way. She's kind of risking her life for Toma right now too. Nope, has nothing to do with that. Atonement? Kind of. But that boy's dream, Toma. Yo, 32 looking shocked and surprised. In a good way. One-sama. Okay, let's go. There we go, Railgun. Buy some time. That fucking laugh. What an absolute hyena. That is an actual reason. He loves saying retarded. No, Misaka is not third rate. She's just third ranking of level 5s. What a random example. Because visual acuity goes up to 2.0. Okay. Yeah, nothing goes above level 5. Toma exists beyond that though. He's up. Imagine Breaker's back up. Yeah, that's a lot of blood. Holy shit. Yeah, he's up for you. Damn. You know what? This is way better because in Index, Toma just had like dirt over his shirt, you know? I don't think he was bleeding out like this. So in Index, it made even less sense of like, how did he tank all this shit? Like, what the fuck? He just built different. In Railgun, my god, you can see the damage done. Especially that tornado one where he just like bonked into a pillar and then fell down with those crazy winds. Toma standing up. I ain't hear no bell. Yeah, he's up. A lot. This ain't no normal human. Yeah, his durability is insane. I don't know how, but it is. Oh, he's getting scared of a half-dead guy. Look at that. Dude, there is a corpse walking towards you. And you fell back here. Look at that. He was shook in his mind. It's just pure aura at this point. Yep, maybe 1.5. But you can't. But you can't. Railgun? Oh, Butterfingers! What are you doing? How did you lose the coin like that one episode in the mall? Somehow dodged. Punched. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh, that's. Dude, you ever play basketball or football or whatever and you catch a ball and then the ball just like, it jams your fingers? Imagine that, but like you get punched instead. Oh. Get his ass. That punch coming. Cause the only thing he breaks are imaginations, illusions. Let him shatter your illusions. Accelerator flashback. Also, he's not one step away from absolute power. You still got like 10,000 more fucking trials to run. Anyways, accelerator lore flashback time. Tanks. Arm. Is this a test? Is this Academy City right now? Or is this like a child accelerator who was not Academy City just yet? Unlocked his powers and it went berserk. He had no idea how to control his powers. And basically the world saw him as a threat. So like they brought the entire like military and just to go against the kid who was just out of control. Scientists. It's the golden tooth baldy guy again. If power breeds conflict, then I'll just become that absolute power, so there will be no more conflict. Sounding like Accelerator comes from really harsh backgrounds, right? Like he too is like a victim in all this, you know? He never asked for these powers, but he had it and the entire world saw him as a threat. And now he's deciding, you know what? I will become that absolute power god so that everyone will be like happy and no one will fight. Is that the logic? Okay. One day he could be happy and have friends. Damn. That's kind of really sad, man. If you really think about like what happened to Accelerator as a kid, this is really sad. And maybe this could be Toma, you know? Headcanon. This could be Toma and Accelerator, you know? Having fun and just being normal kids rather than being treated as like a guinea pig. He's so alone in the darkness. I'll never have to feel pain again. I'll never have to suffer again. They're my sisters. The coin is still dropping. Holy shit, this coin has been dropping. Oh, Misaka dropping the coin. It was synchronized with the punch. That's kind of pretty hype. Boom. I think it's over. The strongest level 5 has been defeated by level 0. History has happened. Sisters. And the wind turbine stopped just in time to just like close the fight. Peak cinema. That accelerator lore back there though, the flashback, I wish we could have more details about it. I don't know how much of it was just like, you know, imagery and symbolism. But it sounds like the entire world is basically just like seeing him as a threat because of his abnormal, insane powers. And Academy City gave him like one opportunity to become like the absolute power because he thinks that power breeds conflict. So if he can become the ultimate power, then no one will have to, you know, have conflict again, right? But at some point, you become so lost in the sauce and you become more cruel and cruel that you basically become Accelerator. So at the end of the day, he is a victim. Absolutely, he's a victim of all this, right? And it's all the shitty Academy City scientists always trying to, you know, encourage all these different crazy experiments and basically just treating people as lab guinea pigs, man. But we know how this ends. Accelerator gets redemption with Last Order. There is a lot of good that comes out of this. Evan Chancellor? Dog? I heard dog. Misaka. Misaka 32. 32!
Hi?
32 and dog. Oh, she was holding to his hand the entire time. The right hand too. Not Misaka though. Kind of an L. Maybe she had to hurry back before headmistress, you know, would find out. I feel like Misaka should be the one here holding his hand. But hey, we'll take 32. Did she bring a gift? I think she did. Come on, go meet your mans. Your boyfriend. Yo. That right hand did so much. That is crazy. He just said he'd do it and he did it. Yo. Seventh mist. It's always seventh mist. Yo, feed him. He can't eat. Thank you. True. Comes from the heart. Are we beefing already? I think that you're a tsundere. And you're about to get angry for no reason. It's like the genuineness that comes from the heart. It's the feelings that matter. Bro. Heaven Chancellor gonna have to save him again. 32. Woo! Not your fault. There's many different people involved in it. You just gotta move on. True. 32 wouldn't even exist. This fucking guy. He's just so good. The talk no jutsu, the gaslighting. Oh my god, how does he do it? And you know what I just realized? Toma versus Accelerator is one of the fights that he didn't win by just talking. Wait a minute. Isn't that crazy? Like every Toma fight, it's like him beating the shit out of somebody and then they have like a little moment of like, oh, here's my sad flashback. Here's my like, oh, woe is me, I'm the victim. And then Toma's like, shut your ass up. It's actually the other way around and he slaps them up. He didn't do that against Accelerator. He did talk to him, but it was not to the same extent, nor did we have like Accelerator crying about how I'm the victim. Oh, poor me. And then Toma just like, shut the fuck. We didn't have that. Interesting. Yeah, the sisters want your happiness.
怪我の調子はどう？あの少年に比べたら大したことよかった。はすやー。
Not gonna lie, guys. I kind of wanted her to push her so far that like she fell off the swing here and got hurt. I'm just fucked in the head like that, guys.
機械が生み出した命。
What is the weight of a life? Are all life created equal? Are they real? Who are we to consider what is real? Yeah, all life is equal. あのさ。No, I don't think they hate her. They adore One-sama.
たくさんの障害があるから、私に何かできることが
I can help. She's straight up flashing her panties, bro. She's straight up flashing her panties the entire time. Hijack the swings from the kids. All right, kids, this is how you do it. Let's get it, 32. That's crazy. You learned this from the Testament? That's unreal. The Testament, one of the most like mysterious and omnipotent things that's been introduced in TOARU, is being utilized to show, hey kids, you gotta stand up and fucking swing it. Wow. Dog. Good work, 32. Oh, it's just that Misaka there was like really opening up, saying like, listen, I know that you don't see me like that. I know you probably hate me, but I'm willing to help you if you ever need me, and then ignored. Brainwash the girl while still young is insane. Index! Oh boy, she's gonna show up to chomp us, isn't she? The kitten's name is Dog. Kinda. Stupid ass kid, you don't know shit. Wasting my goddamn time. You spun around there like 3 times. You don't know. Liar. Start crying now. Yeah, you said you wanted to do it. Oh, Gekota. That is embarrassing. You have a Gekota. That shit for children. You must be the younger sister. Oh, you gotta go with the blushing. That might be the most emotion-full thing I've ever heard from 32. She couldn't, you know, contain that laugh there. That was not a robotic laugh at all. Boo-hoo. That's our railgun, alright. Yep. These are all true. Yep. 100% true. Aww, after that roast session. That was a wholesome scene between those two. Yep. 10,031 clones dead. And 32 lives. That's crazy. Whoa. There's still a bunch of like unprepared Misakas, huh? Without the haircuts or the uniforms back at the base. That's safe. You gotta create a new purpose to live now. Unemployment. We have no purpose. We are now a bunch of neets. We have no job, no reason to exist. Why do we exist? Bunch of bums now, bro. Go get a job. Oh, alright. What is their reason to exist now? I feel like they exist to be a big force in the upcoming World War III in Index Season 3. No matter how I think about it, it's just like, oh yeah, we got 10,000 clones ready at bay. Right? Yeah, they are also a calculator. They do exist as a Misaka network, but like, I don't know, I feel like they're gonna be very valuable in the war. Sure, let me, how do I say this? So in not by distant future, you will now basically be calculating the vectors for the guy who tried to kill every one of you. How does that feel? You exist as Accelerator's calculator after all that's been done. Ain't that crazy? Dog needs to get a job too. What an unemployed cat. Uiharu. Saten! Dripped out as usual. Oh, a Clover. You see that? Clover. I don't know how much this mattered, but there was an entire fucking episode of them just messing around trying to find a Clover. Clover. It's for Toma. Homemade cookies. Homemade cookies? She took that to heart? The 7th Miss cookie wasn't good enough? Toma said it's gotta be homemade. Tsundere line. It's not like I'm thankful or anything. Yeah, that's a Toma line. I can see him saying that. Index would probably eat it all too. Yeah, and then you get triggered and you start zapping him. Yeah, classic Misaka and Toma interaction. She cares so much. Hey, Toma! Hey! What's the timing? To get my cookies. Index. She probably bit him. To give you homemade cookies. Even the band-aid, even the little tape to seal the cookie bag is so childish. Look at the little Kuma bear. Maybe. Yeah, chill out. I love how she can't contain her anger and her, like, you know, nervousness. Every time she lashes out, she's also thinking in her head, ah, god damn it, what did I do that? Why did I do that? Yeah. Yeah, it's just thank you. Here's some cookies. I made you some cookies. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There are a lot of ants down there. Bruh. Yeah, pretty much. Just say thank you before he leaves. Wait! The cookies! Just scream it. Huh? Yeah, okay. We do call her Bidi Bidi often. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. The symbolism here. The wind turbine's not moving until Toma calls her by her name. And then it starts moving to indicate that the ship has begun. That, like, things are in motion, that it's happening. I don't know. Dramatic wind. Who gave him the cookies? Wait, the cookies! She's smiling? Is she smiling? What kind of face is she making? Probably a very happy face. They won't show her face. You know what? There is a great acceptable explanation. All she has to say is the truth. Academy City has been experimenting with my DNA map and cloned 20,000 of me. Every night, they die. I went to stop the project and to stop this inhumane project. There's no way Ryokan-sama would ever be like, you know what? That's not a good enough reason. Come on. Dorm Mistress, come on. Like, if that's not acceptable, what could be acceptable?
ありがとう。あ、じゃの道は
Tracking?
お姉様会うところ
Stalking?
黒子なとこ
They
ろは
still
ご
won't
ざい
show
ま
her
せんの。
face, man.
お姉様に何かあったらこの黒子黙ってようなこと言ってると置いてくわよ。
Wow, so we never gave the cookies? like the cookies never... Like she still has it. She going... Wait. Is she running towards Toma right now? Maybe she is.
てくわよ。
I'm just so hung up on the cookies. She was smiling,
今ま
right?
で見たことのない顔をなさってた。
Face of love. No cookies. No cookies! What? What the hell? Did Saten even... Dude, Saten and Uiharu had to clean up after all the fucking kitchen shit, man. What the hell? They don't even show her face. Obviously, the face she's making is the one of a girl that's like smitten in love. But like, damn, Saten like invited her, like let her use her fucking oven and kitchen and everything, and they made us a big day. No cookies. No cookies. Plus, Index would eat all the cookies. Is this just the ending visuals, or is there more? Oh, wait. There's a little bit. Wait. I think there's a little bit of actual anime footage here, isn't it? Is this also part of the ending? I don't think so. This part. This is post-credit, isn't it? This is post-credit, right? 32 opening up. Gotcha box. Get with the pin, baby. Aww. Like that one time, Misaka basically dragged a bunch of children to go gambling. And the kids were like, you gotta stop this. This is not healthy. And she kept trying to win the pin. And then after she won it, what happened? She's like, shit, even this is too childish for me to wear. I'm gonna give it to 9,982. And then... the most twisted death happened. The sisters arc has concluded. How many episodes was that, man? Wow. Also, where the fuck was where the hell was Shinobu? Shinobu just disappeared. Like, she existed until the item part, right? And she was kind of there to like help out behind the scenes, and then she just gone. I thought that maybe we would get a little bit of like conclusion. But yeah, she got. Wait, Shinobu's not dead. Shinobu was enslaved or killed. What? What? The hoodie girl, the super girl, right? The Cho something girl, the hoodie girl. Yeah. But like. What happened? She just disappeared. Anyways, that's it. This arc has been amazing. This is peak TOARU. This is the treatment that obviously this arc should have gotten in Index. It's crazy how in Index this shit got condensed in like 3 to 4 episodes, right? Man, that's insane. And I think the bulk of the stuff that got skipped, right, was the Misaka perspective of her, you know, going through the like getting scammed by the scientist, the DNA map, her having all these guilt built up, her going and taking down the different facilities, and then the encounter with item stuff was super hype, right? Oh my god, I can't wait to see the spin-off item series. I don't know how many people will actually like love the spin-off because it's not like the familiar crew, but damn, bro, I want more of them. Frenda's Peak, Mugino, same with, you know, the Supergirl and like the Radar Girl. But that's pretty much for next time. And this arc, damn. The Toma versus Accelerator stuff, so amazing. And even the conclusion of this from Misaka's perspective, this is pretty much how she falls in love. To me, in Index, it felt like the episode that Misaka really felt in love was the one where that Aztec guy shows up. Remember, right now in Index, that dude is basically part of group, right? But that's pretty much like cherry on top. But from the Railgun perspective, you really understand like why she cares about Toma, how much he went out of his way to save her, and all of it. Like from the beginning too, when Misaka was getting like solicited by a bunch of dudes and she was not in danger, but she was like making these like monologues in her head of like, oh, all these people are just passing by, even though like, you know, I'm just, you know, kind of getting ganged up. Not that I'm in any danger, but I guess, you know, nobody's gonna step up and be a hero. That's what she was kind of like waiting for the entire time. Like the knight in shining armor. And Toma was that. He delivered fucking crazy that he tanked all of Misaka and then went into Accelerator and still won. Also cool to see like Accelerator's POV. Just not details, but we got to see imagery, right? Of what he was going through, why he felt the need to get that absolute power. At the end of the day, he is a victim, but it's not like he's completely innocent either. And we know how this turns out, right? Accelerator is not a bad guy. May seem like it. Well, he is a bad guy right now, but he becomes a lot more endearing as he meets Last Order and goes through that whole redemption arc. And that's it, man. Amazing arc. I wonder what they will do with the remaining 9 episodes. If the remaining 9 episodes is just Railgun slice of life that we had in season 1, I'm fucking down. But that's it for me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlists for even more content. And until next time, take care.